So this is my main menu. I've got 4 buttons, one rotating the price sheet, one to the quotation sheet, one to the quote file. But I've also created another button that will take me, or that will actually close the application down. So if I click that button there, okay, it closes the sheet down. Let me open it back up. And I've recorded that so that when I recorded the macro, it actually went to File, Save, and then I stopped recording the macro. But I needed to modify it because I don't want it just to save the work. I want it to save and close the sheet down. So to enable that to happen, I had to add a little line of code. So I click on macros, and on my exit macro, I click on edit, and active workbook.save was the final instruction before when I stopped recording the macro. So I told it to save, recorded that using a macro, but I wanted it to close, so I added an extra line of code, active workbook.close, okay, and that's all I needed to add. And from that point on, when I clicked that, it didn't just save the work, it now saves and closes the workbook. So if I click on prices, can you see now I've got links back to my main menu, okay, to quote file, and to close on that sheet, okay. There's some other ones on there which we'll cover later on. So we've created a little navigation system using buttons, okay, and macros. So that's what I want you to set up. Do not worry too much about the other data that's on these sheets at the moment. Once you've got your first sheet set up, okay, and you've got your 4 sheets, we can think about setting the color schemes so they match, so there's a universal theme throughout the sheet. But we then need to think about, in the prices sheet, listing all the prices for the products we're going to sell. In this example, I'm going to, okay, and there's a reason for numbering them, and we'll come on to that later, but I'm numbering the main products that I'm going to sell. Small shed, medium shed, double log store, whatever it might be, that is literally you doing the main products that you're going to sell. And then these are these are just ancillary products. So if we're going to add a lock to the summer house or the shed, then I've listed those in the prices sheet, and again I've numbered the 1, 2, 3, okay, with the title at the top, the item and the price, and I've got another section there called my extras. So anything extras, if you're doing cycling, it might be a helmet, shin pads, knee pads, okay, whatever that might be. And if you're doing dog grooming, then you're obviously going to have to think of some other things, because the price is really important there on its own sheet, because we are going to link it to our quotation. So this is the actual sheet in which we take customers' details, so where people's names are entered, where their house numbers recorded, their address 1, address 2, postcode, and the date. So again, once your main menu's done and you've listed your prices, we can start setting up our quotation sheet. So somewhere, and it can be in any position on this sheet, that's entirely up to you, you can start listing the details that you want to collect from your customers, okay, and then we will go on to using different functions to identify the prices, okay. But this is where all these extras will come in, and the prices, etc. So main menu established, links on all of your sheets, okay, and prices. Set those up, please.